What is up? You're watching a hard carry. I'm an endgame player in Old School RuneScape with a daily show on YouTube and some weekday streams on Twitch. And if you're interested in getting better at Old School, I invite you to subscribe to the channels and come along for the ride with me. This is a an advanced hard mode top learner raid with cross-free stack and skip, 2-pile Nyla boss, and attempting to be aggressive with our play to try and save a little bit of time off of a typical learner raid. I always do take the lowest KC first for whoever shows up on stream, so long as we meet our minimum requirements. If you are curious what those minimum requirements are, you can see Discord pinned in the description. Happy to take you if you show up on stream and join us here. I'm on the South Freeze rule here, joined by Thor on the North Freeze rule, Mike on the Range rule, Once on early Din's melee rule, and Trizzy on late Din's melee rule. Let's go ahead and talk about Maiden. I really ought to make an infographic for the cross-free stack and skip braids because it definitely will supplement the videos nicely. I will make one eventually. I'll take some time to edit it together. It's a good time. But in the meantime, we'll just kind of have to listen and hopefully it'll make sense as we kind of talk through it. For myself, I'll be freezing North 1 tick late, and then South 2 in the clump. Thor, you're going to be freezing South 1 instead of North 1. That's the only thing that changes for North freeze. South 1, North 2, South 3, and then all the 4s. Stay in your mage gear, South 1, North 2, South 3, and the 4s. We'll clear the clump, clear anything loose crabs that we can. When 30 spawn, you'll do the same freezing pattern, South 1, North 2, the 3s, and the 4s. For Mike, you're going to be on boss until 50 spawn. When 50 spawn, you'll select the old South 1, then chins on, throw chins to the clump stead, then back on the new South 1. The old South 1 will probably leak on low health. If that happens, whatever. For one sun, you'll be on the early Dins roll. You're going to sight the boss until 50 spawn. Then you will go to the Din's Teller, one of its variants, do a Din spec, and then get back on boss for the rest of the kill. You can clear any loose crabs on the north side as well if they're still alive. Trizzy, you'll be the late Dins. You're going to sight the old North 1, then run to the Din's Teller, one of its variants, and then do a Din spec. Once you've done your Din spec, clear any loose crabs on the north side, then get back on boss for the rest of the kill. You guys have any questions, ask away. Otherwise, you could say R in game if you are ready to pot.
For the cross freeze on 30s, are we gonna still cross freeze and we're just doing regular?
You'll do the same freeze pattern for all 3 sets, so you cross all. People will call it cross
Gotcha.
all if you run into other people doing this. It's not everyone does that, so it's good that you checked. That is a thing. A good thing to do is to check that. But yep, we'll be crossing all. On Thor, we'll pot.
Yep, pot it.
You say R for me, you get the ding noise. The ding noise is the best part. It lets us know we're ready to go. It's like the dopamine. Just say R, and it'll be good to go. Or are you muted?
He's gone. He's at the door.
I think he's muted. Oh no! All right,
Am
let's.
I muted?
Are you muted? I didn't see you say R, so we were just. Oh. You try saying R again. Maybe it will go off.
R.
In game. Not
Oh,
like
I did click it R.
Ah, that's okay.
One of those days.
The party ready check plugin actually makes such a satisfying ding noise if everyone types R. Mando just found he's muted. This learner was muted. New title. Alright, spam click to go in. Remember, avoid the Din's tiles when we're entering. Try to keep the blood off them so that we're able to have a nice and comfortable Din's experience for our mailers. Mage gear on, augury on, we're ready to freeze.
I got all.
Stay in your mage gear. Let's see those big numbers.
Ooh.
Any big specs? Clear those loose crabs.
Mine was a nightmare.
199.
Juicy. Clear that loose crab. Mage gear's on, we're ready to freeze. Stay on boss.
I got all.
Get those claw spikes off Thor. Not bad. Our spec distribution wasn't great. I think if both of us have a relic, it's good. I also see someone BGS when I have a relic filling. We could talk about that after the raid if someone reminds me. Be quick into the next room. If you're there first, it's fine. Just enter. When he goes on this side, I like waiting 1 tick entering bloat just to avoid the unnecessary chip damage. If you're doing these little pre-fires, you do them in your own raids in normal mode. Make sure you only do 1 in hard mode. You can turn after 16 ticks. Like that, and then you would be in shambles because you would have taken a bunch of flies to the face. Down soon. Might turn again. Down. Big Chally. I didn't realize I got drained there. So 14. 4 looks like a 9. South side was close around a corner. You'll notice I play a little more aggressively in these groups with more advanced raids. I'll be aggressive, I'll tank stomps, I'll push for more damage on downs. I got another fat Chally on the back he turned. Another fat Chally on the exit there, paying a stomp to do so. But when this happens, I'm a lot more focused on my movement back. He's down. Stand on the side of him that's closer to the exit. We are going for a 2 down here. We have plenty of damage. Use your specs. Out we go. Comfortably 2 downing it. Going to the next room. We're at melee amulet on. Drop your salve. And then grab a shark on your way through. Beautiful. I'll take all the pre-fire story hit things that make it into the room. If there's any roll that's falling behind, that's yours to hold to help out with. Mike, you're ranging the whole time. Throw demis during the first boss. Once on you got the left side of the room. Tris, you got the right side of the room. Birdie, how are we doing? Is that a pause cat? You like me a good pause cat. Hovering the splits, could be spawning here. Melee ground, Scythe and Chally. Northeast focus inside the room if there's anything inside. Room's looking pretty clean actually. Make sure you're avenging as well. Team West is an important pre-fire, so we go for a lot in these raids. Melee ground, Scythe and Chally. Another big Chally. This raid is full of big Challys today. Should be good. My health is looking pretty well balanced and pretty high. I don't see much to say. Just decently done Nilo. Was a gamble freeze. When the room's in a really good state, I'll sometimes do those. Advanced thing you can do here is actually pivot and do a melee hit fill whenever it goes melee while we're doing cleanup here. You can also start rotating over on the Nilo boss and helping out on it whenever it's this good of a room state. We can just let the Nilos spire on their own and work on the Nilo boss. Make sure you're healthy, 85 HP or more. If you need to brew up now before the pot share happens. Go for the pot share.
I am gonna go right here for my
League DD
pillar.
for 2 pile. Nope, Thor, come here. No
Oh, we're
movement.
gonna be
We just do 2
gotcha.
pile, so we're not going to move at all. It's very chill. Just do it like you would normal Tob. You can even do the blowpipe fill if you want. We'll take up to a 29 if we do this. Make sure you're avenging. 25. Ouch. Unlucky. Make sure you're avenging. Make sure you're avenging. Should be chilling here. Beautiful. 2 pile is a fantastic thing to do if you have good room state, healthy players, decent gear. Don't drop things between rooms. You should eat your angler instead. Whoever dropped that, don't do that. Into the next room. I'll be 1-2, Thor 1-3, Mike 2-3, 1 Sun Phil, Trizzy backup. Miss 1 Sun Phils. Didn't remember from last raid once that you are BGS only.
Yeah,
That's my
I
bad.
also
We'll
forgot
just
till you
stick
said
with
that.
it. I
I had a
realized it after
69.
I saw the BGS come out smashing, and I was like, yeah. Bottom board on the inside could hang back on the third row a tiny bit. That's Trizzy this raid. Be quick between actions here. If you're on the outside, you're waiting on the third row. Waiting on the third row. Okay, follow up. Good job connecting to the next part of the maze. 1 tile north. Good stuff. A little bit of latency here. Make sure you're avenging. Ah. Alright, make a sandwich here. I've got the right bun. Someone else has the left bun. Everyone else is in the middle. I'm on the outside here. I have a lot of supplies. I'm going to be very aggressive and try to leave the maze early since we just had balls. I'll wait for that last person to leave the third row. So I don't kill them with the NATO. Out we go. Quick out the maze, out the maze, out the maze. This lets me start swinging the bus right away, and also lets people who might have a long, wide maze on the inside just simply run straight out without having to worry about solving the maze. Get back on bus sooner. The risk difference from the previous episode or previous raid, depending on when you're watching here, is we just saw the balls come out, so we knew that the death balls wouldn't come out immediately. There's a small chance there'll be an invisible bouncing orb ricocheting off my character. If that happens, I'll call it out for the person who it ricochets to. Let's get out of here. But doing that can save yourself like 4 or 5 seconds in a hard mode
Go,
job.
go.
Go, go, go. If you have partial potions, drop them at the chest. Not back there, because people don't want to have to backtrack for him. Man was like, shit. Turned around, picked it up. You have extra points, buy and drop sharks for your teammates. Remember, stamp first, then restores, then brews. Quickly shop. Fish market's closed. Same deals every raid. One sun's towing the line with the poison there. Stay in your
Just
quadrant. Whoever's
testing the
supposed to be
limits.
southwest. If a second one spawns in your quadrant, I'll hold it until you can take over. Make sure you centralize in your quadrant after it exhumes. This is Thor's. It's one sun's. Centralize in your quadrant, Thor. Take over one sun. Good, good. That's Mike's. Drizzy's. Mike's. Thor's. Take over when you can. Good movement. Drizzy's. What Mike's? Beautiful. If you have BGS, you do Scythe BGS here. Keep pumping damage. If you're learning how to do your Zarpus, try to get your claws back off one sun, likewise Mike.
Oh god.
Something weird happened with the movement, it's fine. Maybe accidental click of the run energy orb. If it threw you off really bad, I'm sorry. It's good to get used to. No!
Alright. Lesson learned. Claw early.
Yeah, get it out of here. Get it out before it's yeah. It can be a bit awkward.
It turned me into Picasso real quick.
On the bright side, I won't have to sync with anyone for this phase.
Yeah, I did this for you.
It's all a kind gesture, surely. I'll take it. I was looking at my Iron Man for a split second there to see if I needed to do anything. Turns out, Zarv was just looking away. I had no idea how long he'd been looking. I just swung. Not a great move. Don't do that. Let's see here. Awesome. We exhausted all our spec at some expense. We'll make it into the next room. Grab that stick off the ground. Someone's got space, surely. Yeah, I see someone's got space. Someone dropped a shark. I know someone else is thinking about waiting for that person to walk through and then yoinking it. It always seems to happen, doesn't it? See someone entering 5 ticks later, you know what happened. I think maybe it was a slight angler munching scenario. Anyway, fight is starting. 3, 2, 1, go. So we're going to pick it up here, drop it at the west pillar for Mike. One sun's up next. Make sure you do try to get both your specs off, Thor. If you only do the one, then then we'll have some missed opportunities for early kills.
Gotcha.
If it would have gotten you hit or something, then it's like whatever. Thor's up. Yeah, since that spec killed it, it might have been slightly sooner killed. That's all good. Range from Piety on Sipsamp to block out the poison. If anyone has a Venge for Thor, I could throw a Venge on Thor.
Ouch.
good. Does anyone remember what callouts I normally do during P2 here? What I'm looking for?
Hey, voice in your head
Potty.
here.
Are we
Remember when
potted?
Plato said that
Yes!
man was a featherless biped, and
Careful not to
Diogenes
heal
plucked the
Verzik.
chicken and threw it in his
Don't heal it.
face and said, "Behold a man. Why
Wait for
didn't
it.
he just show him a kangaroo?" Unrelated. Why can't kangaroos walk like us? When are we getting a kangaroo boss in OSRS?
Maybe.
What?
Does the word
Kangaroo
kangaroo
boss?
sound weird to anyone else? By Canadian
I mean,
1.
Verzik kind of looks like she could have a pouch there. She might be like a mini Verzik inside an extreme mode top. It's got like the pouch. Anyway, that might be. Slightly incorrect to swing twice on this crab if we're going for a skip here. Technically do like one swing so you could swing on the very first possible tick. Maybe kill her a cycle earlier, save a couple seconds. It's all good though. Make sure you're venging after your venge breaks. Three, 4 under, 5 attack. You ready for webs? If you're in the backline, skip one. Make sure you stam. Prioritizing your super combat first. Maybe a west proc here. Looks good. Claw north, run to the corner, then run through and attack. Claw north, run to the corner, run through, attack. Try to keep this pattern going. Run to the corner, through attack. Claw scratch next, claw scratch next. Scythe instead of running through. If you got that last scythe, GZ, got full damage. Cover your yellows, brew up while you're running to them. Pot up, get your claw specs off of these people sitting above 50 spec. Pump damage here. Try to kill her fast. The ball's on you, chase a teammate. Three ticks after the ball, we step under. Spit, 2, under, attack. A little corner movement here. Want to learn how to pog tank like that exclamation mark pog tank in Twitch chat. 1943 is sub 20. Love seeing this. Any kits? Definitely fast enough to get one.
Just no way. No way.
Oh,
No
one son!
way.
No shot! Wait a minute. Wait,
No
you got a
way.
Sang kit earlier, didn't you? Like at 7 KC or 4
Yeah,
KC?
I got staying for 4KC person.
No
No
shot.
way.
This man is a Giga Chad. He just shows up to
No
hard
way.
mode top, completes the raid in time. Do exclamation mark KC HMT for us real quick so you can see this man. This is 8 KC. He's gotten a Sang kit and he's gotten a Holy kit. Look at his scythe right now. It's beautiful. He's got them both.
Oh my
Do you have a
God.
Sang? No Sang. Do you have a
No,
Grazi? Oh, you have nothing to show it
I'm
off.
gonna go buy a thing. I'm gonna go buy a thing real quick.
He's gonna go buy a Sang for the picture. All right. We'll see you for your picture. We'll be back in a second.
Alright. Give me 1 second.
That is
Oh
unbelievable.
my
One
God.
son, the biggest spoon in hard mode top I've ever seen. Man just casually completing all of the kits by 8KC. Like it's nothing. Holy. Meanwhile, I walk
Oh
away with
my
107k. Yeah, that's the RuneScape experience, isn't it? Seems kind of rough. That's
There's no
wild.
shot.
I think we're all just gonna sit here. I think we
I'm gonna be quick. I'll be right back.
we're just gonna sit here and be like thinking about our life choices, potting hard mode top. We couldn't just be like one son, show up, get all the kits by 8KC and call it a day. We'll be here when you get back.
That's insane. What the hell?
Good calls, Mike. Good calls. Vengeance is good. We'll just sit and think about it. Any questions about the raid while he's out shopping? Must slay OSR says,
Um,
tell one son I said hi and that he's a spoon. He's gonna get dusk next. Buster Clock is
Oh,
just like
yeah.
we're invested in one son's hard mode top speed run real quick. Man, that's wild. I can't believe
That
you
is
you
unbelievable.
just casually whipped out the kits and called it a day.
Like,
We'll hang out for a second while we get
literally.
the picture. Let's recap the raid while he's out shopping. That raid went pretty clean. Meta we could have pushed a little more damage to have a slightly faster meta. We hit like a 140 something I think. So could be looking at what might have been causing it to be slow. I noticed that DPSs were on different ticks when the first set of crabs spawned, which means something weird must have happened. Either like someone didn't maul or someone lost ticks trying to like dodge blood or something. Just make sure you're constantly swinging the entire time. There's our Sanguinesty Staff, the Owl Blaster. Man, I'll wear mine with you.
Holy
Let's put mine on
smokes.
real quick. Look at this.
yeah, we're
Beautiful
mine as
stuff.
well.
Wait, Drizzy said. All right, let's take a picture for the moment here. You pick your favorite emote if you want to do an emote. I think I'm gonna twerk. I'm feeling I'm feeling a little bit of twerking here. Let's go grab the twerk emote. There we go, the Hooter Shooter, as Hoey Bread calls it. All right, twerk. All right, there's one son showing off his brand new collection log slot there. Quite the accomplishment. This man pulls up to hard mode top and 10kc later just pulls everything.
That's
Getting two, I would have
insane.
worded it specially. Getting 2 out of 2 kits by a huge grind of 8kc. Just casually showing it for everyone in Discord there. That's unbelievable. Can you
Oh
apply at the
my
board here so we
god.
can see the KC for the screenshot? He
Yeah.
got his first KC last week, got his first kit within the last week, he got his second kit, the other kit, still in the same week.
Oh wow.
That's just
That's
disgusting.
crazy.
Question marks in Discord. I had no idea. That's so spoon. That's amazing. Wow. No butch pet for him now. Wait.
Yeah, yeah. Oh wait, you don't see my hold on.
Oh
Let
no.
me show off this Casey real quick.
Oh, just quit hard mode top at that point. Oh my goodness. 5,000 KC at Bard. You used all your RNG up at hard mode top, it seems.
Apparently.
So,
Oh my gosh.
well, that's fantastic, man. GZ for you. I was
Thank you.
recapping the raid, and then you had gotten back, I think, when I was talking about bloat. Um, yeah, Nilo's went very smooth. We had a 2 pile Nilo boss. For Thor, I think you had joined us. I did not give any context for it. I just kind of whipped you into it at the last second. But the idea for a 2 pile, basically we're piling up and we're agreeing to take some damage from Nilo boss. We get better venge value by stacking this way. And we just keep swinging really hard and not miss any hits. Chef Hat, you know Chef Hat. Chef Hat might give you a run for your money. He got his kit at 1kc.
Oh man.
Fellow Spooner, yes! Oh my goodness. The yeah, the Nilo room went really smooth, but the Nilo boss were agreeing to take some damage to go faster. We're not missing any ticks, switching gear, get more gear switches off comfortably, and pump more damage into it, kill it faster. For we did something slightly different. I showcased what it looks like from the inside of the maze and the person on the outside leaves early. Um, and I explained the conditions for doing it. Just to recap those conditions, we recently had a ball in the previous phase. So like right before the maze was started, so throughout his death ball, I ran through the maze. It causes the maze to turn gray on the inside. When you see it turn gray, it no longer matters if you follow the path. Just immediately leave the maze and get back on boss and start swinging. The reason we want to do this is it lets you swing sooner, start hitting the boss, killing it sooner. The risks of doing this, um, if the ball parts have already been taken care of, there's a small chance the balls will ricochet off my character into a teammate, as they leave the maze, and it'll be invisible for them. If that happens, I need to call it out to which teammate it's going on, and that can be kind of tricky. But it's at most 1 orb, and if you're Venged, it's just good value. That's what we think about it. For Zarpus, we try to encourage our teammates to use their specs. Unfortunately, it didn't end very well, but I think the intuition's there. The execution will come with practice, so no worries on that. P1 went smooth, P2 went smooth. There's a small staff usage comment on P1. That's pretty minor. P2, very smooth overall. P3, very smooth overall. For P3, if you're getting hit by your NATO a lot, just make sure you're constantly thinking about your pathing. You can be doing laps around Verzik while you attack her. If you learn how to pog tank, it will mitigate a lot of your tornadoes. And if you're practicing your yellows, be thinking 2 ticks between yellows off the yellows, and then you step on the yellow on the 3rd tick. 3 ticks between yellows total, 2 ticks off, 1 tick on, 2 ticks off, 1 tick on. And if you're pathing away from your tornado, it'll keep you from getting hit by your NATO during them, keep you safe. Alrighty, those are my recaps for this raid. Do you have any questions about the raid?
I had a question about Zarpus.
Go for it.
So, when Zarpus screeches, will Zarpus just continue to look in one direction until somebody hits? Because I noticed we were all kind of just waiting, because I wasn't sure if it was gonna turn like in normal modes, it will just randomly turn to a
It
quadrant.
will randomly turn on an 8-tick cycle. The first turn can be a little bit weird in that if he was kind of looking in a direction, right, and he screeches, and then so imagine I'm standing on the corner of Zarpus, right, exactly the corner, and I'm clicking to attack, and then he screeches as I click to attack. In that case, he'll look like he's looking towards that quadrant, right? And then if he chooses that quadrant, he will have like a small visual twitch when he snaps to it. It's not exactly the same angle as the corner. So when you see that, you'll notice he does slightly twitch. If you don't notice a twitch, though, it can look like he's sitting there looking in the same direction for like 15 ticks almost. It's 15 to 20 ticks. He will eventually turn, so you could just be patient. The awkward thing to do would be you click to attack thinking, oh, he's just committed to this direction, and he turns the tick you attack, and it's super, super awkward. So you can be patient, and wait for him to turn if you're not sure. That's a safe way to do it. If you're running quickly, you'll notice the exact amount of time. If you're tick perfect with a screech, you can get 2 scythes off. If you're 1 tick after, you can get 2 scythes off. If you're 2 ticks after, I think you still get 2 scythes off. If it's 3 ticks after, I think you need a claw, scratch, and then scythe for it to be fine. So, and then if you're 4 ticks late, then you're cooked. You'll just have to do 1 scythe and be patient. Or you can maybe do like a blowpipe scythe or something if you want to be fancy. But if long story short, no, he doesn't look the same way forever. He will turn every 8 ticks after the starting screech is kind of finished.
Okay, sweet. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other question? Alrighty, let's wrap this one up. Shout out to all you Tobbers who liked the video. I like you. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. For all of you taking on the theater, good luck. Hope you have good raids. We'll catch you in the next one.